looking at?
I'm reading about different types of cruises.
Why? Are you going somewhere?
Well, I'm thinking about taking a cruise this summer.
What a great idea! Cruise vacations are great. The ships are like floating resorts.
I know. It is very comfortable on board. You enjoy great food and lots of activities.
Taking a cruise would be fun.
Yes, you can go many places and you only unpack one time.
You are right about that. What kind of cruise are you looking for?
A small boat with a few people.
Great. I also like smaller groups.
If I take a cruise, I'll send you some pictures.
Thanks. I would love that.
Think about taking a cruise for your next vacation. A cruise ship is a large floating resort. On board, you can enjoy a comfortable room, great meals, and many activities. Best of all, you can go many places, and you only have to unpack once. There are many kinds of cruise ships. You can choose a small boat with just a few people or a large ship with thousands. It's up to you. Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English. My name is Peter. Welcome to relax and practice English with us today.
Hi friends, I'm Pauline. So glad to be with you today. Today we have one of my favorite topics to talk about, travel.
Take a cruise.
Well, I'd love to, Peter, but I think I should stay and teach the show with you.
Very funny. I'm not talking to you, Pauline. Take a cruise. That's today's title.
Oh, got it. Well, taking a cruise does sound like fun, although, you know me, I am happy to travel anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
Oh, I know. So, what was the last big trip you went on, Pauline?
Well, actually, it wasn't that long ago. Just last month over Chinese New Year, I went to Thailand.
Oh, right. You went scuba diving, right?
Yes, my husband and I did a live-aboard scuba diving trip. It was so much fun. We did 18 dives in 5 days.
Wow, that's a lot of diving. But wait, you call it a live-aboard? Is that like a cruise?
Kind of, but not exactly. On a live-aboard, you do live on a ship, but the boat isn't as fancy as a cruise ship.
Oh, I see. So there wasn't a swimming pool on your boat?
No, we just swam in the ocean.
Whoa, so then what about restaurants?
No, there was a kitchen where they cooked us meals, but it wasn't like a restaurant where you order from a menu. We just ate whatever they made us.
Oh, I see. So the boat you were on was smaller and more simple than a cruise ship?
Exactly. The most important part for us was the diving. Swimming with all of those beautiful fish and sea animals was amazing.
Well, I'm glad you had such a fun trip, and we can talk more about traveling by boat today. But before we do, let's go to our keywords with Jack.
Hello, Matt 在考虑今年夏天要搭邮轮旅行。He is thinking about taking a cruise. 名词 cruise 就是搭邮轮旅游的行程的意思。有的邮轮啊，真的很大，可以容纳好几千人同时上船。Some of the ships are so big. 名词 ship 就是船或是大船。整艘邮轮呢，就像是一个漂浮在水上的度假村一样。The ships are like floating resorts. 形容词 floating 就是漂浮的意思。搭着船可以走访很多的地方，可是住处固定，所以行李呢不需要开关关的。You only unpack one time. 动词 unpack 指打开行李，把东西取出来。当然咯，这类的旅行也可以搭小一点的船。Matt 就喜欢船小一点，人少一点。Matt likes a small boat with a few people. 名词 boat 是船。
Hey, Matt, what are you looking at?
I'm reading about different types of cruises.
Why? Are you going somewhere?
Well, I'm thinking about taking a cruise this summer.
What a great idea! Cruise vacations are great. The ships are like floating resorts.
I know. It is very comfortable on board. You enjoy great food and lots of activities.
Often our conversations begin with a greeting and a question, and today is the same. Tina walks by and sees Matt is reading something. So she says, "Hey Matt, what are you looking at?"
Peter, why does Tina use the words looking at instead of watching? Are they the same thing?
Well, no, not quite. We don't use the word watch for books and magazines. We use watch for things like movies and anything that has action.
Okay, so we watch TV and movies. We watch games like baseball. But we look at books, pictures, or things at a store.
Yes. Well, what is Matt looking at?
He's looking at a magazine. I think it's a travel magazine. He's reading about different types of cruises.
Is Matt just reading about it for fun, or is he planning a trip? Is he going somewhere?
Well, he doesn't have any plans yet, but he is thinking about taking a cruise this summer.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about Jack. He does such a great job teaching on the show. I think we should let him explain this part.
Matt 说 I'm thinking about taking a cruise this summer. 我在考虑今年夏天搭邮轮去旅游。这里的片语 think about 有考虑的意思。比如很多人工作几年之后呢，会考虑再回学校去读书。He is thinking about going back to school. 请留意 think about 介系词后面的动作要用动名词片语 V-ing 的形态。再看一个例句 They're thinking about hiring 2 more workers. 他们在考虑再多雇用2个工人。除此之外，还有一个相似的片语 think of， 它的意思比较偏向于想到什么的意思。比如 I think of Charlie all the time. 我常常想到 Charlie。所以呢，到底该用 think about 还是 think of， 要依照前后文的文意来决定。
Thanks, Jack. So Matt is thinking about taking a cruise this summer. He doesn't have a plan yet, but he is starting to read about it.
Well, Tina thinks going on a cruise is a great idea. She says the ships are like floating resorts.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that sentence. First, the word ship. A ship is a large boat. And of course, boats and ships float on the water.
The boats float on the water. That means they move on top of the water.
The opposite of float is sink. If you throw a rock in the water, it won't float. It won't stay on the top of the water. It will sink to the bottom.
But if you throw a stick into the water, it will probably float. It will stay on top of the water, and your dog will swim out and get it.
Cute. Okay, but back to Tina's sentence. She says ships are like floating resorts. We know what ships are and we know they float, but what is a resort?
A resort is like a hotel, but much bigger. Usually you pay one price, and it includes your hotel room, food, drinks, and entertainment. It usually has many restaurants, a swimming pool, shows you can see, and maybe even a golf course.
Okay, so a cruise is very similar because a cruise is a really big ship that usually has many restaurants, maybe a swimming pool, shops, and maybe even a movie theater.
Right. It really is like a floating resort. It's a very comfortable way to travel. You enjoy great food and lots of fun activities.
Sounds like fun. Maybe we should think about going on a cruise, Peter.
I am thinking about it, but I'm also thinking that it's time for a quick break. Friends, don't go away. We'll be right back. See you soon.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back from the break, friends. Today we are talking about travel. Peter, do you have any travel plans this summer?
Nothing final yet, but I'm thinking about going to Europe. I would love to see some of those very old cities.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Well, Matt is thinking about going on a cruise this summer. Let's get back to that conversation now. Taking a cruise would be fun.
Yes, you can go many places and you only unpack one time.
You are right about that. What kind of cruise are you looking for?
A small boat with a few people.
Great. I also like smaller groups.
If I take a cruise, I'll send you some pictures.
Thanks. I would love that. It sounds like Tina is starting to think about going on a cruise too.
Yeah, she does seem really interested. I can understand why. Who doesn't want to go on a cruise?
Actually, I don't know if I do. When I travel to new places, I like to get to know the local people, and I like to explore on my own.
That's a good point. Different things sound fun to different people. But Tina and Matt both think a cruise would be fun.
Right. Matt explains why he likes the idea of a cruise. He says you can go many places and you only unpack one time.
Pack and unpack. Those are good travel words. When you get ready to go on a trip, you put your clothes and things into a suitcase and a bag. That's packing.
And when you arrive at the hotel, you take your things out of your suitcase. Maybe you put your clothes in the closet or you put your makeup in the bathroom. This is unpacking.
So usually if you want to go to more than one country or more than one place on vacation, you will need to move from one hotel to another. So every time you will pack and unpack your bags.
But a cruise is like a moving hotel. You don't have to move your stuff because your hotel room moves with you to each new place. That is pretty convenient.
You're right about that. I think that would be very nice for families and small children.
Right, you're right about that.
Hey, that's right. You're right about today's
Calendar phrase.
You are right about that.
You are right about that. 这你说的对。
We work hard. We need a vacation.
You are right about that.
Taking a cruise would be fun.
You are right about that.
We could enjoy great food and lots of activities.
You are right about that.
Oh, taking a cruise is expensive.
You are right about that.
You are right about that.
You are right about that. 这你说的对。
I like that calendar phrase. And I'm afraid that they're right about that too. Cruises can be pretty expensive.
Yeah, you're right about that. But you aren't the only one who liked calendar phrase. Jack liked it too. Jack?
Matt 觉得搭邮轮旅行的优点之一就是不必一直换地方住，一直开关行李箱很麻烦。Tina 很同意他的想法，所以他说 "You are right about that." 当我们在对话中想要表达赞同或肯定对方的说法时，这个句型真的是很实用哦。You are right about 什么？比如 你说出了对 Joel 这个人的看法，我觉得你说的很对，就可以说 You are right about Joel。大家说今天的天气会很好，只有你说会下雨。结果真的下起雨来了，我就说 You are right about the weather。或者我们在讨论某一个单字到底该怎么拼，结果你拼对了，我就说 You are right about the spelling。
So what kind of cruise is Matt looking for?
Oh, actually, first, let's talk about this phrase, looking for. What's the difference between look for and look at?
Oh, well, remember at the beginning of our lesson, Matt was looking at a magazine. He had it in his hands and he was reading it. But if Matt was looking for a magazine, then that means he is trying to find one.
So Matt is looking at a magazine article about cruises, and he is looking for a cruise to go on. He is trying to find a good cruise to go on.
He doesn't want to go on a really big cruise ship, though. He says he's looking for a small boat with a few people.
Okay, well, that's not the kind of cruise we normally think of. But I guess there are small cruise ships. I do like the idea of that. I like smaller groups.
Me too, actually. You get to know people better in smaller groups than in big crowds.
Well, I hope Matt gets to go on a trip. It does sound great.
Well, if he does, he says he'll send pictures.
Very nice. Okay, friends, well, let's go ahead now and review.
Here's your first key word for today. Cruise. Cruise. I want to go on a cruise.
Ship. Ship. Megan took a cruise on a big ship.
Floating. Floating. Do you see that floating bird?
Unpack. Unpack. Did you unpack after your trip?
Boat. Boat. Greg crossed the lake in a boat. All right, friends, those are your key words for today. Keep on practicing. And now let's review today's lesson one more time together. Hey, Matt, what are you looking at?
I'm reading about different types of cruises.
Why? Are you going somewhere?
Well, I'm thinking about taking a cruise this summer.
What a great idea! Cruise vacations are great. The ships are like floating resorts.
I know. It is very comfortable on board. You enjoy great food and lots of activities.
Taking a cruise would be fun.
Yes, you can go many places and you only unpack one time.
You are right about that. What kind of cruise are you looking for?
A small boat with a few people.
Great. I also like smaller groups.
If I take a cruise, I'll send you some pictures.
Thanks. I would love that.
Hey, James, are you ready for some fun?
Yes, I'm always ready for fun. What do you want to do?
Let's go somewhere special.
Where? The convenience store?
No, let's take a cruise.
A cruise? On a ship?
Yeah, the ships are like floating resorts.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, and they're very comfortable. Everything is great on board.
What about the food?
Oh, the food is great, and there are lots of activities to enjoy.
Does the ship stop at different places?
Yeah, but you only have to unpack one time.
That's convenient.
Yeah, so let's go cruise. Yeah.
but it's still a phone after all. So don't forget to give me a call. Call me.
Hello?
Call me.
What's up?
Call me.
Moshi moshi.
Don't forget to give me a call.
A mobile phone is a
Wonderful thing.
It can do almost anything. Take selfies with people everywhere. Send them on to friends who care.
A mobile phone is a wonderful thing. It can do almost anything. Take selfies with people everywhere and send them on to friends who care. Check your mail and weather too. So many things you can do, but it's still a phone after all. So don't forget to give me a call. Check your mail and weather too. So many things you can do, but it's still a phone after all. So don't forget to give me a call. Call me.
Hola.
Call me.
모시 모시.
Call me.
여보세요?
Don't forget to give me a call.
911, how may I help you? Hello?
Oops.
Well, talking about travel is always fun, and this reminds me to start thinking about what travel I want to do this summer.
It would be fun to go on a boat. I love looking out on the water and feeling the breeze as I sail across the water. I think it would be great.
I think my favorite part would be seeing dolphins or whales in the water. I love seeing animals.
Well, friends, we hope you enjoyed today and make sure to come back again. Right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.